Namaste, friends. Today I'm going to talk about ego or I-ness, that sense of individuality which makes us different from all others. If we reflect on the relevance of ego for our spiritual growth, then ego has always earned itself a bad name because it is equated to arrogance. It is equated to being selfish or individualistic in a sense that I am superior to others. But from a spiritual perspective, ego is not all that bad. There are certain conditions under which ego can be a hurdle for spiritual growth, but it can also aid in the path to God realization. When ego is equated with the physical self or the body that we dwell in, and that is when ego is detrimental to our spiritual growth. It is detrimental because it is almost kind of a energy that can repel one from the soul. Since the goal of spirituality is to seek oneness, the individuality that comes with ego consciousness makes one believe that I am different from all others. I am somehow maybe better than others. I'm wealthier, I'm smarter, I am entitled to a certain kind of treatment or behavior. And that is a never-ending process which swells up in being selfish, in being arrogant, in being very touchy. Actually, the ego consciousness that comes with the physical world is what makes the soul weaker. The more distant we are from the soul, the more we identify with the physical self. So, if the goal of spirituality is to seek oneness, and we are just doing the reverse by saying that we are different from others, then they are almost like going into opposite directions. They are kind of an opponent of the soul consciousness. But my dear friends, ego need not necessarily be confined to the physical consciousness or physical identification. It can go to more subtler levels, that is, at the astral level or to the causal level. Now, this might sound like a abstract concept, but my dear friends, when you sit in meditation, when you sit with the aspiration to identify with the all beautiful, with the all unifying soul that rests within you, then the ego consciousness goes inward. The ego consciousness goes inward, and at that level, it starts to identify with the soul. It starts to see itself as a part of that spirit. And at that level of samadhi, ego consciousness, that is at the causal level, actually makes you one with the soul. And then the consciousness of the I-ness kind of dissolves and you become one with that soul almighty, the God or the super consciousness that we all are aspiring to become. So, this is my urge to all my fellow brothers and sisters who are aspiring in this path of oneness is that move beyond, move beyond this identification of ego to your own physical body or the material body that is tangible. Go inward, go meditate, go seek that oneness with that higher Almighty, and then the ego will go to the subtler and more inner level, and then this ego consciousness of me, myself, as different from others will dissolve and you become one. And that is the whole purpose of our any attempt to seek oneness. Thank you.